Welcome to the Morning Howl at home. I'm Laura.
I'm Gentry.
I'm Addison.
I'm Rebecca.
And here's Chippy.
And here's the news for this week.
As the weather is changing, don't forget that our school dress code still applies. Remember that you're wearing school-appropriate shorts or shirts to school.
Parents, please keep our side parking lots clear during drop-off dismissal. Students should only be dropped off and picked up in the car rider line, and not at the front of the building.
TECAP testing begins next week. Here's Peyton with lead educator Mrs. Craighead with more information.
Hi, I'm Peyton Turner, and today I'm here with
Mrs. Craighead.
So can you tell us more about the TECAP schedule?
Sure. So TECAP is starting next Tuesday on April 15th. Everyone on that day is going to take the writing test. You're going to have different locations, and we'll make sure you know where that's going to be. And then after Tuesday, everybody's going to be taking a different test on different days. So it's not everybody taking ELA one day, everybody taking math. It's going to depend on what class you normally go to. So that gets a little bit confusing, but we're going to make sure you know where you need to go and where you need to be. Just know that since we are all taking tests on different days, it's important that you don't talk to your friends about what was on the math test or what was on the ELA test, because people are going to be taking those all throughout the whole testing window. So just what you need to know is that we start Tuesday the 15th. We're going to test all the way through Thursday, April 24th. We know we don't have school on the 18th for Good Friday, so we will not be testing that Friday. And testing is only going to be about 7 days this year. So we heard a lot of people say last year testing took too long, so we tried to really shrink that down and make it less days this year. So you'll be testing for about 7 days, all the time in the morning, and then you'll have a different schedule every day in the afternoon, just depending on what classes you haven't been to.
Okay, awesome. So I've heard that there's an incentive for the students. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, so we did the incentive last year, and we're going to continue that this year. And there's 3 things that we're looking for that incentive. The first one is that you're just not being distracting, or you're not distracted during the test,
yes,
right?
Ma'am.
That can look like a lot of different things, but just making sure we're focusing. You guys have worked really hard all year to learn these things, so we want to be able to see what you can do. The next one is that you're working hard. Right? So again, not that you're sitting there and counting the ceiling tiles or something like that, but that you're really focusing on the test, checking your work, using the full time, because we know after TECAP we can't really do anything. We have to just sit there, so you might as well be checking your work while you do that. And then the last thing is that iPad. Having that iPad charged. I know that that's really difficult for some people, but making sure that you're coming in 80% or higher. So really it's important during TECAP to make sure you have those iPads charged at night. Bring your chargers to school, we can help you. But those 3 things are what we're looking for. And then if you are able to earn your points at the end, on May 1st, we're gonna have a celebration, a TECAP incentive. It'll look similar to incentive days we've done for the past, for like our quarterly incentives, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So you wanna make sure you're working hard, not being distracting, and then really keeping that iPad charged.
Yes, ma'am. So is there any tips or anything for TECAP for the students?
Sure. So, it's always important to eat a good breakfast and be to school on time, but those things are really important here at TECAP. Obviously, during the test, we can't eat, we can't drink until it's done. So make sure you get a good breakfast, make sure you get up on time, make sure you're here on time, because if you get here late and your peers have already started testing, unfortunately, you won't be able to join them, and you'll just have to hang out in the office and then do a makeup, and nobody wants to do that. So just make sure that you're here on time in the morning. Make sure you've had that good breakfast, and make sure your morning, try to get up maybe a little bit earlier. Don't be rushing around. I know our house gets like that in the morning sometimes when we rush and we're all over the place, and you don't want to come in feeling stressed. So have a good morning, have a good breakfast, get here on time, and then everybody's gonna do great.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So again, I'm Peyton Turner. Thank you, Ms. Craighead, for being here
You're
today.
welcome.
And remember,
Sure.
students, TECAP starts next Tuesday, April 15th.
Here are this week's birthdays.
Happy birthday, 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 happy birthday.
Here are this week's positive office referrals.
We'll be right back.
Our progress reports go live on Skyward this Friday. Don't forget to have all your missing assignments turned in by this Thursday.
There's a prep rally this Friday. Students, show your school spirit by wearing your class colors: 8th grade blue, 7th grade red, and 6th grade white. If you want to represent your grade in a game, scan the QR code on the screen. We will have activities scheduled that day.
This week in LCMS sports, baseball plays the Bucks, Rangers, Rose Park, Station Camp, and Cowboys. Soccer takes the field with Merrill Hyde and Ellis.
For Liberty Creek News, I'm Gentry. This is Chip.
I'm Laura.
I'm Addison.
And I'm Rebecca. Don't forget to follow Liberty Creek News on Instagram at Liberty Creek News. Have a great week!